we have a whole team called the Investor Relations or the IR team that is responsible across the globe to form and nurture those allocator relationships so that we can then get them to come not only to participate in various segments of the agenda where we can use their expertise and share their expertise, but I will say as a former allocator for almost 20 years, going to an institutional investor event and rubbing elbows with my peers, I just cannot put a price tag on it. A couple of specific examples. My first institutional investor event I went to as a CIO, my chairman of the investment committee had, and I was the first CIO that the company had ever hired. So I was a lone ranger.
Yeah.
And I was a team of one, and they had never had a CIO before. They had just broached about probably $4 billion in assets to the general account.
Wow.
They had a syndicate with Lloyd's, so I was managing a global portfolio in several, probably about 4 or 5 different currencies to support the underwriting activities. But the chairman of the investment committee said, I want you to go do a research project on hedge funds. And should we invest in hedge funds?
Cool.
Well, at that time, I could be off by 1,000, easy. Let's say there were 10, 12,000 hedge funds out there. And it's not like there's a directory that you can go see, who are the hedge funds I should talk to and how should you, again, it was a very broad set of investors. And I was literally whining to one of my CIO buddies who had been in this adventure a little longer than me. And he goes, why don't you come to I'm going to this institutional investor event in a couple of months. There'll be 50 of them running around.
Oh, perfect.
And so I went to that first event just to speed date a bunch of hedge fund managers. And it was a day and a half out of my week. It was the most efficient use of time. I walked away with easily 30, 40 business cards from hedge funds that it would have taken me, if it was 40 business cards, it would have taken me 41-hour meetings easily to have done that. That would have been a whole week's worth of work. And I did it in a day and a half. Boom. Incredible efficiency. And the number of managers that I had met and got to know who the players were in asset classes that I had never managed money in prior to that as a portfolio manager, again, cannot put a price tag on it.